Welcome to A Peek Inside. I'm Gray, a student in the Broadcasting and Electronic Media Department at Pikes Peak State College. This program will take you into the lives, careers, and events of people in and around the Pikes Peak region. Today, we're joined by Jenny. Jenny has been a CNA for the last 14 years. Jenny, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
When did you know you wanted to become a CNA? What was like the first moment you knew?
Interesting, because I wasn't actually sure if I wanted to be a CNA. I was in school at the time for early childhood education when the proposal for me to become a CNA to help take care of a friend's child at home. That's kind of where the journey started, which is a conversation with some friends and needing care for their kid.
Interesting. What was the journey like to becoming a CNA?
I got enrolled with the classes through a home health agency and did night classes for about a month with clinicals. I did the fast track, so it took about 30 days of like 5 hours a night, 5 days a week to go to class and do clinicals. And so by the end of the 30 days, and then I took my state test 2 weeks after that, so it was about a 6-week process.
So it's not the same distance as if you wanted to become like a nurse or official nurse or a doctor where you had to get multiple years?
Correct, yeah. So for most nurses, you have to have a bachelor's now, so it's a 4-year degree. So CNA is less than that. I do believe it's offered here at Pikes Peak as well. Don't know how long it takes here, but for a lot of companies at home agencies will do it and offer it within a month to be licensed.
What was the hardest thing that you endured in your process of becoming a CNA?
I guess working full-time still, being a single parent full-time, and getting the classes and all the classwork done within a very short period of time. And of course, I did it in November, so we had to take the week off for Thanksgiving, so it was really 4 weeks within like 3 weeks of time.
All right. Well, this has been a very interesting conversation. Okay. So how did you balance being a single mother but also being a CNA? Because I imagine that is very difficult.
I would say it was family support. Without a great family around to help with the child, it would be really, really hard to work full time, take care of him full time, and then be able just to get as far as I have in my career.
All right. So this has been a very interesting conversation, but I do apologize. We have to head to break. We will be back and we will further discuss this riveting interview.
Hey, honey. We thought we'd try something new.
Family art hour. What do you think?
You got jokes. You're funny.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seats for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
By the time you see the symptoms of lung cancer, it could be too late. Now there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early. If you smoked, get scanned.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
I'm Gray, a student in the Broadcasting and Electronic Media Department at Pikes Peak State College. Today, we're joined by Jenny. Jenny, how does this job affect your mental health?
The job can affect the mental health due to just there's a lot of sadness around it. Working in the NICU, we see a lot of grieving parents if a child doesn't make it, if a baby is really sick or they come early. And so you have to find the challenges of how to care for your patient and also care for the families at the same time, and you're stretching yourself very thin mentally as well, keeping yourself in check and very professional in the moment for the job.
What are some ways that you deal with the mental health struggles that you endure working?
We do this thing that's called debrief or rest, and so we actually get together as a unit or the group or whoever was infected by maybe a patient, and we talk about all the scenario outcomes, what could have happened, our own feelings, how it's affecting and impacting us. That's usually a good place we can go and get the resources that we may need to help process through whatever difficult situation we might have come through.
Is there some things that you personally do that the department doesn't offer but you do to help you unbrief?
I usually just take my drive home for a quiet time debrief on my own. I will process it, think through it, see how could I have done anything different, or how we did everything we could do, and that was amazing that the team worked so well together. Lots of hot showers, and I do a lot of just deep breathing just to kind of like recenter the nervous system afterwards.
Interesting. Does your job, besides the debriefing, offer anything else, like a counselor trip where you could talk to someone? They
do. So we have, we get up to 6 free sessions a year. I think this next coming year, actually, they've upped it to 8 sessions that they offer for free for counseling, and that's also for you and your family. So if you're even struggling outside of like maybe something that happened in the unit and something that happened in your personal life, they also offer counseling for that as well.
So does this go into your pay or anything? Or does your part of your pay be debriefed or cut so you can have these counselor trips?
No, it's just part of our benefits package that the hospital has provided for us. So it's something that's free to us, but it's offered through the hospital.
All right. For those that want to enter the medical field or those who are struggling with mental health struggles, what are your advice to those people?
The medical field, there's just a lot of different aspects to it. So you don't give up. That would be the biggest thing, because there's so many different units, different specialties, different places that you can work. Anywhere from a CNA to radiology, nurse, doctor, NNP, med-surg to surgery, recovery for surgery, pediatrics, from to babies to mom and babies. There's just so many different avenues that you can take that it just takes sometimes a while to find which place you might fit in with being in the medical field in general.
Do you recommend which segment, part of the job do you recommend for those people that may be struggling for mental health but want to do something?
For struggling with mental health, I would definitely say that first, figure out what you want to do. That's going to be the biggest thing. Figure out what you want to do, and then that will help land you where you need to be.
All right. Thank you for this interesting conversation. We do have to cut a break. Once we return, we can further discuss your job, what your job looks like.
Okay, sounds good.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Man, it's lonely. Like, going through life lonely.
There is the therapeutic aspect of music, just expressing how you feel. I'm going to talk to Howie about his feelings, make it into a song.
You're watching Pikes Peak TV.
Welcome back to A Peek Inside. I'm Gray, a student in the Broadcasting and Electronic Media Department at Pikes Peak State College. Today we're joined by Jenny. Jenny, for those who don't know, what is a CNA?
A CNA is a certified nursing assistant, so it's just like a step below a nurse while you're working maybe to get your nursing degree.
So what does a day-to-day look like?
A day-to-day in the NICU as a CNA looks like we do a lot of patient care, which is taking temp, change of diapers, do pull socks, feed a baby, giving baths. We also help stock supplies just so we are able to have the supplies readily available for what the patient may need during that shift.
All right. Is there like what are the interesting things that you've faced while being a CNA? There's
just a lot of different things that babies can be born with. I like learning a lot about maybe this condition or this syndrome or all the different chromosomes that babies can be born with. And so I have taken a lot away with every day is a new day to learn something, a good opportunity to learn something. And I just think the science and medical behind all the things we have discovered in the world, any type of syndromes or anything like that, you can learn. It starts right there in the NICU.
What is your biggest motivation to keep going? Because I know this job must be really difficult on the mental health aspects. So what is your biggest motivation to keep going, but also since pay isn't?
I would say it's every day a baby gets to go home. Discharge days, those are my favorite days because those are the babies that have gone through their own journey and have made it to the end to go home and see that, meet their family and their siblings. And I think just celebrating all those little milestones with the families when the baby starts eating or the baby's ready to go home or gets to do a car seat trial, and those would definitely be the motivating days.
Is it the faces of these babies that like the smile on their face when they get to go home, or the smile on their family's face?
It would definitely be the smile on the family's faces, yeah. Like just to see like the struggles where they start to where they end. That's always a great motivator to know that you played a little part into that.
What is this your favorite part of being a CNA? What is your favorite part of being?
My favorite part would be, definitely connecting with the families and helping them out to get to that point. I am also car seat certified, so I do a lot of car seat education, and I really enjoy to set up parents to feel successful going home with all the knowledge that they can, because you don't know everything raising kids, and so if I can give you a little piece of something to help you to feel more confident, I think that would be my favorite part.
So with the babies that are able to go home, do they ever come back?
It's really rare if they do come back. Unfortunately, we're in cold, flu, and RSV season, so this is a higher risk where babies might come back because they're sick, not because of something else happened, but maybe they were just exposed to a cold or something.
All right. What is the process? So the process you said was, are these classes difficult to take?
No, I did not see that they were difficult. It was a lot of reading. You did 15 to 20 chapters a night, but then we sat in front of an instructor who went over all the material, and then we would work in skill labs as well.
All right. That's all the time that we have today. I'd like to thank our guest, Jenny. I'm Gray, a student in the Broadcasting Electronic Media Department at Pikes Peak State College. For any information on this program, please visit pikespeak.edu/BEM.